So I don't believe that Bitcoin have any ability right now, as of today. I'm talking about like today, that Bitcoin can have any function that can replace Ethereum. Ethereum is totally a different ball game. It's mostly around smart contracts and how which you can build. And Ethereum is not one. There are probably like 20, 30 other chains which are competing. But the good thing about Ethereum is that it has the first mover advantage. So a lot of ecosystem is very strong, and which is increasing day by day. Other people have tried, but like pretty much Ethereum is winning right now. And unless we have like um, multiple chains talking to each other, it's almost impossible that someone can beat Ethereum for the next couple of years, unless there's some disaster or something, which can happen anytime. But if you look at DeFi number, they're growing every day. Like, I don't have the latest number, but they're growing. They're massively growing. Where people are staking their currency, they're giving their Ethereum, and they're taking out loans and smart contract, which actually is like very, very a good surprise, and also very, very refreshing to see that one of the applications is working, that you can actually give your loan and short and long go long a different currency without involving a bank, which is very, very, very encouraging. And now Web 3.0 is like mostly about like, can we just like make sure that we can actually host, like it could be more like a decentralized system, again, like not getting into powerful, but think about, can we have a decentralized system where an example could be, can we have a simple example is like, can we have a decentralized storage system where I can use your computer to store some data and basically pay you for that? Is it possible, right? If it is possible, then you don't need like central servers. So right now the problem has been like, if you look at the efficiency of Amazon, they're probably one of the most efficient data servers in the world. And can we have the same efficiency in for other systems? Because obviously, once you have the same efficiency, then you look at, can you beat the cost from Amazon? Is it worthy moving from them to that? So Web 3.0 is pretty much, can we build a system, internet, which is not reliant on a single player? Like, you cannot have one person controlling the internet. Is it possible or not? So that's the kind of a debate, and nothing has been proved yet. Theoretically, yes, it has been, but like maybe, but like practically no one have built a system that's like beating centralized system as of today. Actually, my bank doesn't even have a branch here in US. Like, I don't know. I just basically, my both corporate and personal business account, I did it on purpose. The reason I did it because I want to support them, and I want to make sure that I'm able to use, I'm able to like preach. I'm able to do things that I preach. Right? You should go for it. So my bank doesn't have a bank account. I have absolutely no knowledge. I did everything online, and they have an app that I use, and everything is done online. So absolutely, that trend will continue because it's just convenient and everything. But maybe like it may take like 5-10 years, because obviously some people are not comfortable handing over the money. For a big sum of money, you don't want to transfer like a $1 billion or $100 million. You need to talk to someone. The people will not disappear. So it will be a chunk, but no, certainly you have apps like Robinhood where people are going and trading money, trading stocks and everything. So 100% digitalization is going to happen, right? Like, and it's becoming more and more common. But branches will not disappear, but will slowly diminish, and they will start like, you don't need to go back. You may have machines where you can go and do a lot of your tasks. I think there's such a smart people in Pakistan that I don't need my advice, right? They are very smart. Like, we have people who are been working on the ground. Like, I'm not in the ground, so I absolutely have no position to say, but I'll just give you example that stop selling the idea of like, unbanking. The problem with the banking has been like, people who need bank are like, the people that we talk about, like 3 billion or 4 billion people that I've quoted multiple times too, they don't have resources. Like, can we educate them and build a system? I think, frankly, like if you go to farmers and you say, okay, we need to have a bank account, maybe start building a system where you have to educate them what benefit they get, right? And maybe start them by like, educating them on using technology, because the general premise of Pakistan is that people generally shy away from technology and they believe it's like old dated, like, you should not use technology, and like resistance against technology. Like, if you go to a farmer and you say, hey, let's introduce you to technology, and maybe last year you had a yield of like 26.7%, which I think is the average in Pakistan, which is very low. Let's reduce it to like 45% by teaching them technology, right? And now they say, okay, last year I spent money and I was able to like take out like maybe 1 ton of like whatever that is, like, apple. Now, because of technology, I was able to use 2 ton, right? So you're not make a difference. So I think we should focus, obviously, as a fintech entrepreneur. If you help him out, maybe he can become your customer better, because he has different challenges. His challenges are not that, hey, maybe 1%, 2%, because they are dealing with it right now, like, But I just think that I've used a couple of apps in Pakistan. They were fairly good. Like EasyPass is one of the example, and this Jazz Cash and everything, where you can just go to a branch and send the money. So first of all, we have to find a problem. Just creating a problem and having wallets in everyone's phone, a smartphone, people who have smartphone, they generally have a bank account, right? That's my case. Someone who can use an app and can have can app. I'm not saying everyone, but generally they have a bank account. And for people who don't, then you have to ask why they don't have a bank account. The only reason for them not to have an account is that because bank is not opening up. I think in Pakistan you need like $1,000 to open an account or something, which is like $6 or $7. And banks frankly don't want to deal with anyone who doesn't have that money because it's not worth it for their time and it's not like usable. And I don't know about Pakistan, but like in Canada, it's a basic human right to have a bank account. No bank can decline your account. So I don't know about Pakistan, but ultimately the message to entrepreneurs is like, frankly, focus on the problem. But like, if you help a farmer first and help them introducing, at least getting hold of technology, so they can see a financial benefit of using it.